I'm Captain Monte with Texas Fishing Tips, and this is your weekly fishing report. When the weather is right, the wave height is down. We're still running out here to the south and north jetties. Redfish, the speckled trout first thing in the morning. More speckled trout seems like on the north jetty, out here on the point and on the back side of these rocks. Using your favorite plastics. Been working real well. Live shrimp. Live shrimp been catching a little bit of everything. Been catching redfish, black drum, speckled trout, and sheephead. Sheephead are starting to trickle in, and they're getting some size to them now. So all this on the inside of the rocks coming down, especially over here by this little weather station right through here. Great place. There's some deeper rocks out here that extend off these main walkway, and sheephead have been hanging out right there. If it's a little too rough out there in the big water, come back on the inside of my old McDermott dock. Up against these pilings, all these posts right through here, there have been sheephead pretty steady through here. If you come out on the outside of Fina docks, up against this bulkhead first thing in the morning or late part of the evening, there have been keeper reds through here. There have been some speckled trout through here. There's also been the sheephead gathering right through here. Also, if you come out a little deeper and there's 25 to 30 foot of water, I know they take it out that structure, but them bull reds still been kind of hanging out right through here on cut baits. So great area to be targeting. If you come right here on this point, right here at Port A, between here and Channel View Pier on this flat right through here, these scattered rocks, sheephead been hanging out right here. There have been redfish, speckled trout, and black drum. Popping corks with live shrimp. I've been using like a number 5 treble hook and putting a little bitty knocker weight right on top of the hook just to let it sink down. But that's been working the best where I don't get hung up on the rock. So let them corks run through there, especially on an incoming or outgoing tide. And been pretty decent fish hanging all the way down to Channel View Pier. You can come back over and work these docks in front of these houses right through here with your trolling motor. You cannot tie up to the docks, but you can work all these pilings. There have been some sheephead hanging around through here also. So this is a great area around these houses on these rocks. Right now, the tides are wintertime tides, so the tides are getting low. Come into Piper Channel. There's a little curve right through here that runs out to the flats. This little S-curve through here, been holding black drum and sheephead mixing with a few reds. So this little oyster reef right through here is a great place to be targeting, especially on a incoming or outgoing tide. Right now, the drains are a great place. If you can set up where the tide feeds these deeper channels, then that's kind of where you want to post up this time of the year. Coming back here to the houses, all back here by the houses right now, there have been black drum, redfish, and sheephead all along these pilings. So this area right through here, great time, especially when the tide is low, low. You see the flats when you're coming through Piper Channel and they're exposed. Then best place to do is get in this deeper water. And them fish been stacking through here. Back here in this back dead end corner right through here, redfish, speckled trout, and black drum love to hang out in this back corner. You can use live shrimp, or you can use your favorite plastics. I notice this time of the year when that water gets cold, them fish don't move nearly as active as what they do when it's heated up. So you can throw these soft plastics out there under a lead head and just barely move it. Sometimes you don't even have to move it and them fish are picking it up. So that's the best way to work them artificials right now, even in the flats up on grass, is just throw it out there and barely move it. Move it. The slower you can move it, the better the reaction. You can come back out of Piper Channel and come on the backside of East Flats. This area through here, there's a bar that comes out right through here. Great area. Been a bunch of mullet hanging out back here. Redfish, black drum, been hanging out right here close to that deeper water on them edges of that flat. Once that sun pokes up and it starts heating up, notices them fish have been up on the bank. I mean, up in the mangroves. So all this island through here on these mangroves, great place to throw some dead cut mullet or even menhaden, and just get them out there and let them soak. They've been good. A lot of bait through here, and the fish have been kind of hanging off all around this island and in these potholes through here. So you can work all this area, depending how low that tide is, depending how far up in on this flat you can get. But great areas to be targeting right now. You can come in right here by these cabins. These cabins been holding black drum and redfish. There's a lot of grass through here. You can use popping corks and live shrimp. It's been working real well. And then if you don't catch them in there, you can come all the way back down to Flato Cut. Flato Cut, especially when that tide is dumped out. This man-made little peninsula right through here, working the edges from that flat into that drop. There's a lot of little coves all through here, working that edges. There have been black drum and redfish kind of hanging out through here, and speckled trout right on the drop with soft plastics. When you come into Flato, there's a couple little cuts that feed these back little flats. Like I said before, if you can set in these cuts right on the outside and let that water come working out of these drains, great place to target redfish and black drum. You can use live shrimp or dead shrimp. Either way, doesn't matter this time of the year. Those of you that like to kayak fish, this highway channel, been a lot of kayaks hanging off in here, especially when that tide is getting low. Great areas to be targeting. You can come all the way back down here to Summer Hole, what we call Summer Hole. It's all the way to the end back here, and it dumps into a little cove, and it's about 4 foot deep back here. And when that water dumps out them flats, these fish just hang out in this back little cove. We call that Summer Cove. And then they're coming back towards Sailboat. There's another little cove through here. I've been picking up redfish, black drum, few sheephead, and flounder. Just working the edges, using either live shrimp or soft plastics. Your DOAs, your down south lures, been working real well. The kayaks have also been working the main sailboat channel, especially when that water's low, and coming back here all the way to the back where it dead ends back here on this, right before the flat. And there have been redfish and black drum hanging all in this little area right through here. If you come back and head back towards this back little gas well back here, them fish have been hanging all on the edges right through here. Like I said, they're just kind of sitting in areas that the water funnels through and coming out of them flats, and they are working it right through there, and they've been catching fish. There's some drains and oyster shell right through here. This little area with some drains coming off this flat right here. Another great place to be targeting redfish and black drum. You can come back through, especially on this north wind that we've been having, and work this east shores. There's a couple little places you can tell right through here. There's a deep pocket, and when that tide comes out, then fish come out with it, and they come right on out to east shore. So all this little area that you can sit on these little drains and work these fish and come back out, great areas to be targeting right now. All the way down to the wide channel, this little area right through here is a deep little gut, and when them flats run dry, them fish have been hanging out through there. When the water's up, well, then they start pushing into this deeper flat, and they get in these pockets, and black drum and redfish have been pretty productive. You can also come back over here on the backside of these islands by Sunray Channel. There's been a lot of bait hanging all through here. There have been good fish on both sides working this bar all the way next to the ICW. So them chains, if you can find the bait, you're going to find the fish. Same way over here. There's another good drain that comes out into this bay. This little drain right through here holds good black drum and redfish. You can use cut mullet, live mullet. You can even use sand lice and they've been working real well also. So all this area around these islands and these cuts have been producing good fish. There's still been a lot of bait in the bays, a lot of mullet, so find the bait and you'll find the fish. Thanks for watching. This is Capt Monte.